People who only clean their house right before they have company over. How clean, dirty is your house 9 months into the pandemic? It could be better. I'm not living in filth. But it's cluttery in my bedroom and the floors aren't as clean as I like them to be. Oh yeah, it's not great, haha, we clean it so it never looks like a hoarder house and whatnot. Actually the house is pretty clean, it's just my computer room that looks like a complete disaster. Gross. And I've gotten super lazy and depressed, so I haven't really cared.
But I hired Molly maids to come clean next week for $150 and I will be getting my money's worth.
Fairly clean since we have nowhere to be. The only mountain that is painstaking to get over is laundry, the bane of my existence. Dishes are a close second, but we gotta eat. Season 1 of Hoarders. Clean. Cleaner than before. I'm not working. And I went through a pretty long phase where I did nothing. Now though,
it's good.
House is clean. And I feel better.
Like student accommodation the morning after a party. Roughly.
Everything is everywhere. We had someone come clean it because it was a biohazard. More like, why bother putting away things where they belong? I might use it next day or week or month. So clean. What else is there to do? Every dish washed, laundry done, shelves dusted. I had to turn on a light to walk to the bathroom without tripping. There's a smoothie bottle behind me that's about 4 months old and I'm scared to touch it, lol. I wouldn't say filthy at all. Just super disorganized. Solid 6.5/10. Regular vacuuming, floor mopping, dishes, crap tidying. But I haven't dusted in a couple of weeks.
It just seems less important to do the deep cleans when no one is coming by to judge it.
Weirdly enough, this is the cleanest I have ever been. Just this last month I've got some areas properly cleaned. But it's still not good. It's a real struggle. Disaster. My wife is almost like a hoarder. I am almost as bad. Not at all. Between work and having to stay at home. Trust me, I had to find something to spend time with. We tried to pretend one of us was coming over for dinner just to clean the house.
It didn't work.
It's a thing though. Whole house is a shithole.
Has been since long before COVID. Got 2 kids that make all sorts of messes.
By the time the wife or I get off work, we're too exhausted to clean or get them to help clean. I clean my entire house once a month. It takes about 5 to 6 hours.
I got a puppy during the pandemic. It's a struggle RN.
Relatively clean.
I have a rule to do the bare minimum, example, make the bed.
Clean after myself after eating.
Take the garbage out.
Clean small messes. A deep clean of my house is LOBG overdue though. Eventually the cat fumbleweed forces us to clean the house, so it could be worse, I guess. Cleaner than usual because I haven't got much else to do. I live alone, it's getting pretty bad. The dog hair clumps are starting to develop sentience. Cleaner than normal because I saved 10 hours per week by not commuting. I'd say my house is a shit show, but that would just be insulting to shit. Sue clean. My husband was furloughed and has been home with our daughter. Turns out he's a way better housekeeper than I am. No one hasn't come to me, sad face.
It looked not as bad as I thought it would.
This quarantine was so bad that I cleaned my house out of boredom. I have dust on my dirt. The normal amount. Just because I clean more when people are coming doesn't mean I don't clean. But usually my place looks like some people live here. My sister does most of the cleaning. It is squeaky clean. And she is actually cleaning the couch and under it as we speak. I'm so glad she moved in before the lockdown in March.
My place is constantly messy.
I have a 4.5-year-old and 15-month-old. It hasn't been clean in at least 5 years. I really hope it gets better.
Kids are little dirt balls.
Let me just say, nobody cleans the house faster than a single guy who might get laid. We said fuck it and just moved.
Oh, you mean the pile of laundry I live in?
Actually, I started up a routine when COVID started because I was worried about bringing it into the apartment. This place has been better, but it's certainly not weeks or months overdue. I keep a dirty corner so my depression doesn't leave me as well. Disaster. I would be embarrassed for someone to see it.
I have a family and none of us ever wants to clean up at the same time.
My wife always wants to do it when I fire up the PlayStation. To be honest, the house is always pretty clean. I don't know why it takes people, company coming over or a pandemic for them to learn to clean their shit up. Very clean. I've had more time to clean and I'm in the house more and have to look at it if it's dirty. But mostly I clean once a week, every 2 weeks anyway.
So bad I say fuck the company, I ain't cleaning this shit.
Actually got COVID, so it's currently a nightmare.
Buddy, you don't want to know.
Our carpet's supposed to crunch. After almost a year inside, we've developed a daily cleaning regimen to stay sane. I don't think my place has ever been this clean actually.
Very clean.
Or at least, the chores I'm in charge of. I need to kill time somehow. My room, though, looks like a tiny tornado swept through. I hate hanging and folding clothes. It's retail trauma lol. House is still pretty clean but the Xmas tree is still up. All my so did was take off the ornaments and kept it up because the lighting was just too good. Not bad actually. I actually clean for something to do.
I normally hate cleaning.
But some evenings there is just nothing else to do. It's not bad actually because the whole family pitches in. Again mostly because we have nothing else to do some days. Better than I expected it to be. I haven't cleaned in months other than bringing dishes to the sink. Took me about 5 hours to get her all sorted last weekend.
My desk looks like I have a drinking problem.
My room is the only one that suffered with it. It's now called a depression hobble. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.